There are different kind of businesses, essential services, non-essential, technological businesses, as well as traditional businesses. As a result of COVID, some businesses still have decent revenues, but some have negligible revenue. Some might see the impact for a quarter, some might see the impact for a year. Let us begin by understanding what are the HR challenges we are seeing in this current environment.
So I think we started with saying that these are unprecedented times, and I think this is the term that all of us have heard innumerable times in last few days. Uh, I think these are interesting times more than unprecedented times, right? I say this not to just put up a brave face. Trust me when this is coming from the CFO of company where the revenue is zero today, right? Book My Show, as you all know, sells movie tickets and live event tickets, and none is happening. And
Yeah,
again, probably entertainment will be the last thing on government's mind or everyone's mind, even once
yeah.
we are out of this crisis. So we have got a long way ahead of us. I think our now will be long, our next will be even longer, and I'm not sure of the beyond. But that's how today we are living in this world. But one interesting story that I'm going to tell you is that I was talking to our CEO, and he was unfazed. And while I was getting work, I said, "What gives you this confidence? Why are you so nonchalant?" And his reply was that we have been through similar crisis way back in 2008-9, and we were survived through this. So the crisis was when in 2009 in Maharashtra, government issued an order that aggregators like Book My Show can charge convenience fee, and hence for 9 months the company was operating with zero revenue because Maharashtra used to be the main market at that point of time, and there was no revenue. And then even then, company did not lay off a single employee. Company worked with the employees, framed a business model, honored all its agreement, and saw the crisis through. Came back even stronger. So we have the benefit of hindsight over here. We have the benefit of leadership who has been through such crisis, and we have emerged only stronger. So, a couple of things which I would like to mention over here is the most important thing in these times. We talk about the importance of human capital. We talk about carrying the people along and all. But it's not a one-day process. It's not something that you can start now. It's very, very important to realize this, now than never, and start the process. It's important that your employees have their ownership mindset, and they themselves actually drive through the crisis. Today, we ask our employees that give a suggestion as to how do we deal with this crisis. And the amount of ideas that you get from 1,300 people team, even somebody who's right at the bottom of the pyramid. These are some amazing ideas, and that's what kind of keep us afloat. Second important thing is planning. I think this has taught us all that nobody's invincible. We are gullible, we are vulnerable to things beyond our thinking, things beyond our strength, and hence we all have to provide for that rainy day. Planning really helps. One, be the survival of the fittest. I mean, we are all practically starting at zero. Maybe somebody will be at 5 or 10. Everybody has come down from 80, 90, 100 to now this 10. So this is the new normal. I think it will be about who will capitalize on this opportunity, because every adversity throws up some opportunity, and it's about those who are able to capitalize on those opportunities. They will run away with success. So very, very important for us to reskill ourselves, train yourself for the employee, for the corporate. You will be redundant you're not keeping pace with the change. If you are doing only the mundane thing which you had been doing for past 10 years, trust me, you will be outdated. This applies to employees as well as corporates. People have changed. We have moved from traditional world to new world. Gone are the days of PC and STD we were calling from outside. Today we are in a new world where even our kids today are learning through Zoom call and Google Hangout and all. So this is the time of reskilling. We all have to take it in our work. I'm actually looking at this as a positive movement. Of course, these are difficult times, and my heart goes out to those who are earning their daily livelihoods, and they are hand to mouth. But trust me, I think nothing important in life. Our government has decided and declared the right thing by getting into lockdown. Probably we'll see the benefit of this by coming out of the lockdown pretty quickly as compared to our counterparts in US and Europe. So let's try and make the most of it by reskilling ourselves, by coming up with new ideas and emerge victorious.
Mitesh, would you like to share some insights on employee engagement and expectations?
Yeah, sure. So, most of the things like Hiren said, around training and development. That's been an ongoing thing, and HR had been working a lot on these even during the normal time, more so during the current time. But couple of things which I would definitely like to highlight that we did is on the very first week itself where we were working from home, we started the practice of a weekly town hall where not only the founders but the entire senior leadership team is available on call for 1 hour for the entire 1,300 people, and they are free to ask any question what they want, whatever they have in their mind. See, these are the times where more than fate, it's the fear of fate which kills one. Lot of rumor mongering, lot of your own thoughts. You're reading WhatsApp the entire day. You are seeing media, and everyone is just trying to paint a grim picture. I mean, that's what my problem is with Indian media by and large. I think nobody allows you to think positive only. So it's completely up to you and the people around you as to how do you create that positivity. Of course, reality is reality, but what you can't control, you can't control. What you can control is yourself. So we have been trying to be very proactive. Town hall has been really helping them in driving the right message. What we have been very clear about is that we will be proactive in our communication. So the first thing that I've done for the employees is went ahead and told them that look, P&L, we are in a bad position. There are no revenues. We have fixed expenses that we need to take care of. And these are testing times again. But balance sheet, we are very, very strong. So employees need to be really, really, really convinced and be sure that there are no issues whatsoever with the company. God forbid the situation continues for next 12 months also, we have got nothing to worry about. We are that strong. What is important is human capital. You need to take care of your health first. I think life comes first before anything else. Everything else can be wonder, but not life. So that has been very clear messaging. And second, asking them around areas that now that the problem is crystallized, that it's P&L, how do we work towards finding solutions around the P&L? And that's where we have been seeking their suggestions, seeking their involvement. Another thing that we have done is asking them to come up with areas where we can help others, right? We have a beautiful initiative called Book Smile, where when all you guys, when you book ticket on Book My Show, I don't know if you have noticed, but 1 rupee per ticket actually goes to charity. And trust me, that donation is coming in so handy today that every day we are sending out food packets and lunch boxes to our police guys who have been consistently at our service. Lunch boxes are going to the underprivileged guys from our office, from our kitchen. So these are the things that we are doing, and we are asking employees also in whatever way they can help with. Finally, skilling, reskilling, redevelopment has been an ongoing thing which everybody has been working on. So we have conducted Excel classes. So while there are soft skills that you can develop, but I think there are certain skills which are more relevant. So we have conducted Excel classes, we have conducted classes around business modeling, financial modeling. So based on the team, there are relevant classes that have been conducted, and that's helpful. At the end, I think the undertone is very, very, very clear that just not yourself be fooled or be inspired by all the negativity around you. I think it's important that you stay positive. What future holds, that is completely transparent. Everybody will next step and take it in the right direction.
Understand, how can the positives or the new opportunities which are there at the end of this can be found? Mitesh, we would like to hear from you on this.
I think it's a great question which I believe in, and I have had the privilege of sitting on both sides of the table when I'm handling affairs for Book My Show and when I invest into startups who are learning business on first knowledge principle, right? Uh, so one thing which is emerging very, very clearly that whether this crisis is temporary or long lasting, the behavioral change that this crisis will drive will be long lasting for sure. I mean, look at yourself today. I was talking to some OTT players, and Hiren Bhai will agree with me. All of them have seen 3x to 4x growth in their subscriber base, right? Because people have now realized that it's so much more fun to sit at home and watch your favorite web series or movie with your loved ones, right? Maybe this going out thing was a little overrated. We don't really need to party every Saturday night. We don't really need to go to restaurant twice a week. We don't really need to waste our time on traffic. You can be as efficient working from home, if not 100%, 85% for sure. So where is this going to impact? This is going to impact travel worldwide. 70% of the travel, I believe, is unnecessary. And those are going to definitely see cut down where corporates like us and myself leading from the front, is going to cut down the traveling budget, saying that there is no need. The same efficiency you can actually drive through Zoom calls and Hangouts and Team, and there are various other softwares, right? So that's going to see a major change. People are going to consume less and less of outside food, so to say. In general, people will be more health conscious, right? In general, online will be the way to go forward. So this behavioral change is going to leave a long-lasting impact, and hence, whether as Book My Show, whether as investor into startups, my advice to the startup founders is that think long-term. Think that is this going to be an opportunity for you, or how can you actually change your business model to turn this into an opportunity, right? So while this is a time to make sure that you are surviving, and one thing which I tell everybody is that remember when you travel, the announcement that the aerostase makes is that दूसरों की सहायता करने से पहले अपनी सहायता कर ले. I think this is a time where everybody needs to make sure, and I'm being very selfish here, is that as an organization, I really need to make sure that I'm safe first of all, right? Charity begins at home, but charity begins after I am fulfilled. So I really need to make sure that we are surviving and we are doing well. And after that, you can take care of all these initiatives. But I think what is most important is that take care of this behavioral change. Listen to what your audience is going to say now once you are back into the market. The human impact of this probably will be away from us after 3 months or after 4 months. And fingers crossed, I think the way we have imposed lockdown, we should be in a better position. But the impact on business is not only tangible, the intangible impact will be huge. And that's what we really need to factor in our behavior.